I'm putting some.
संसार मिलता है,
तुम्हारी याद में खुशियों का सब संसार मिलता है।
तुम्हारा प्यार ओ बाबा, अपना दे दिया बाबा, तेरे हाथ में जिसने हाथ अपना दे दिया बाबा, तेरी राह में चल कर साथ तेरा साथ ले लिया बाबा। कमल के फूल सा जीवन जगत में उसका खिलता है, तुम्हारा प्यार ओ बाबा। नजर जिनकी सदा तुम पर बसे, जिस दिल में बस तुम हो, नजर जिनकी सदा तुम पर बसे, जिस दिल में बस तुम हो, बने पावन सरस जीवन दिखते बस तुम ही तुम हो, दिखते बस तुम ही तुम हो। तेरी पलकों की छाया में हमेशा वो तो पलता है, तुम्हारा प्यार ओ बाबा। किनारों पर वो चलता है तुम्हारा प्यार।
ओम शांति।
Om Shanti.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, brother.
Yes.
Good morning, sister.
Hello, sweet sister. Om Shanti.
Good morning.
Yes. Brother Eta also. Yes. Brother Eta greeted.
My brother is there.
Yes, he already greeted. So now we will read 7 minutes other Dadi's experience with Mama. Then we'll start Murli when other people can join, other BK can join. So Mama taught me yoga and made me worthy. This is Brahma Kumari Dadi Dharyamani. Dharyamani means jewel of patience. Shares her experiences. I first visited the satsang with my sister, Sister Bhagavati, in 1937. Mama saw me as soon as I entered. She smiled, gave me a hug, and fed me toli. I too smiled, and Mama said, "Come tomorrow as well." I started visiting every day and was very fond of listening to the knowledge. Mama became instrumental in giving me gyan and making me part of the yajna. I was very young, and therefore Mama told me to stay at Om Nivas. Om Nivas, it is a boarding house for little children. Yeah, good morning, Brother Benjamin. And study Gyan and Yoga. But my parents were not in agreement. Mama told me how to handle them tactfully. When your parents are in a good mood, go and sit in their lap and ask for permission lovingly. They will definitely consent. And that is exactly what happened. When my parents were in a happy mood, I made my request. My father readily wrote a letter of consent and got my mother to sign as well. And thus Mama helped me free myself from the Laukic bondages. Victory over the sense organs. Mama taught me how to meditate. She would sit me on the sandali next to her and conduct meditation. She checked our mental stages. Even whilst performing physical, means karmana service, she maintained her stage. I once asked her, "Mama, what are you thinking about while you clean the wheat?" Mama replied, "I am not cleaning the wheat. I am a detached observer and making the sense organs clean the wheat. I am doing the task. I am making it happen." The knowledge was not as expansive as it is now, but we learned the art of living, created our life, and adopted virtues by observing Mama and Baba. Love. She became Mama by nurturing everyone and giving them motherly love. She became Mama by making everyone belong to her. She became Mama through her beauty and by attracting everyone with her power of selfless love. Mama was simply nurtured. When I was with Mama, I experienced being with Sri Lakshmi and World Mother. She taught us the speciality of not harboring hostile feelings for anyone. Never look at anyone's defects, nor adopt those weaknesses yourself. In the moonlight, once a week, we of the Supreme Party, the children of Yajna, were divided into different groups. Used to sit with Mama for Amrit Vela meditation. When Mama sat in the moonlight and meditated, we too followed and sat in various corners to meditate. We sometimes invited Mama into our group and she would conduct meditation from 3:30 a.m. to 4 a.m. When we sat before Mama and meditated, the cool rays of light from Mother, the moon of knowledge, would carry us to the land of silence. This is how Mama made us into yogis and simultaneously yoga means yogi. Mama would wake up at 2 a.m. and sit alone in meditation. She was usually ready and go. She was usually ready and out of her room by 3:30 a.m. From 4 a.m. to 5 a.m., she sat in collective meditation where Mama would definitely be present. Uh, we sat in collective meditation where Mama would definitely be present. Later on, she bathed and took care of her of personal matters. After breakfast, she would come for Murli class. At 9 a.m. Following which she daily selected one sister to sit on the sunny and explain a point of knowledge. She taught everyone how to give speeches and conduct classes. Everyone would then get engaged in service. After lunch, we rested. Mama came at 5 p.m. to sit in the office and give Toli to the children of the Yajna. Whenever I had the desire to get a Toli from Mama, I went to the office. She would then look into office work. In those times, I had the duty of writing down the Murli. In the evening, I got involved in yogurt service like cleaning grains, cutting vegetables, etc. At night, Mama held court after dinner. Mama held court after dinner. Some precious teachings. One must not only satisfy one's own hunger with physical knowledge, but find ways to donate peace to unhappy souls. The Supreme Soul, Supreme Father is the creator of the universe. He will certainly accomplish his task of creating the new world. But you children have to destroy your sins and create divine virtues. When a burden is placed on a person, he or she cannot move quickly. The speed reduces. Similarly, there is the burden of a very heavy bundle of things on your head. If you wish to progress ahead quickly, then you first need to get rid of bundles of sins, implying that you need to burn away past sins. The only method to achieve this is to remember your Supreme Father, Supreme Soul Shiva, with every breath. Forge all the relationships with Him and claim the right to definitely attain deity sovereignty for 21 words. Make this determined thought form. Thank you. Om Shanti. This was experiences other daddies with mama. Now we will read Om Shanti. Sister Basi.
Shanti, brother.
Yes. Could you read Murli today?
Okay, if you want.
Yes, please. Thank you. It is recorded in the YouTube. Brother Benjamin, good morning. Brother Romanus, good morning.
So are we ready, please?
Yes, please.
This is Baba's Avyakt Muli.
Yes.
Are we ready?
Yes, please. Please continue.
Baba's Avyakt Muli of Sunday, 28th June 2020.
Yeah.
Earlier read 18th February 1986. The subject
Good morning. I was on mute.
Okay. No problem, Brother Benjamin. Now Sister Basi is reading Murli. We will listen carefully. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Please go ahead, Sister Basi.
The topic is become constant servers and constant yogis. Become constant servers and constant yogis. Today, the Father, the ocean of knowledge, is seen as Ganges of knowledge. He is seen how and where the Ganges of knowledge who have emerged from the ocean of knowledge have been purifying others and are now celebrating a meeting of the Ganges with the ocean. This is the meeting of the Ganges and the ocean. All the Ganges have arrived from everywhere. Babdada is also pleased to see the Ganges of knowledge. Each of you Ganges has the determined faith and intoxication that the impure world and impure souls have to be made pure. With this faith and intoxication, Each one of you is continuing to move forward on the field of service. You have enthusiasm in your minds to complete the task of transformation as quickly as possible. All the Ganges of knowledge are world benefactors, bestowers of blessings, great donors, and merciful souls like the Father, the ocean of knowledge. This is why, hearing the sound of sorrow and peacelessness of souls, your enthusiasm to serve those souls at a fast speed to transform their sorrow and peacelessness increases. Hearing the calls from the hearts of the unhappy souls, you feel mercy, do you not? You have the loving feeling that they should all become happy. You have become instruments to give the world rays of happiness, rays of peace, and rays of power. Today, Baba is seeing to what extent the service of the Ganges of knowledge has become instrumental from the beginning until now to bring about transformation. Even now, you have to serve many souls in a short time. In 50 years, a very good foundation of service has been laid in this land and abroad. Service places have been established in all directions. You have adopted many different forms to spread the sound. That is also very good. The gathering of children who had been scattered across this land and abroad has been formed, and that will continue. What else are you going to do? You now know the method. You have already collected many facilities and are continuing to collect many types of facilities. Each of you is also paying attention to your own stage and to self-progress, and also drawing the attention of others to that. What more remains? In the beginning, all the original jewels surrendered their bodies, mind, wealth, time, relationships, day and night to the Father with zeal and enthusiasm. As a result of the zeal and enthusiasm of their surrendering, you saw the practical form of a powerful stage in service. At both times, you saw these specialties at the beginning of establishment and at the beginning of service. In the beginning, when Brahma Baba walked and moved around, did you see him in an ordinary form or in the form of Krishna? You experienced, did you not, that while seeing him in an ordinary form, you didn't see him as ordinary? Did you think that he was Dada? Whilst he was walking and moving around, you experienced him as Krishna. You experienced that, didn't you? In the beginning, you saw and experienced this specialty in Father Brahma. Wherever any of you went at the beginning of service, everyone experienced you as goddesses. You heard everyone say that the goddesses have come. It used to emerge from everyone's lips. These are unique beings. You experienced this, did you not? Their feelings of you being goddesses attracted them all and became instrumental for the growth of service. So, in the beginning, there was the specialty of being unique. In the beginning of service too, there was the specialty of being unique and divine. Now, At the end, they will experience that same splendor and sparkle in a visible way. Only then will the drums of revelation beat. Now, in the time that remains, they will experience you to be constant yogis, constant servers, constant embodiments of those who grant visions, and constantly being exactly like the Father. You will attain success with this method. You celebrated the Golden Jubilee, that is, you reach the practical form for the golden world. Just as in the sense of celebrating the Golden Jubilee, people experience the forms of goddesses in a practical way, those who were sitting there as goddesses, and those who were observing them. So now, whilst walking and moving around, continue to give souls this experience in service. This is celebrating the Golden Jubilee. Did all of you celebrate and see the Golden Jubilee? What would you say? Is it also the Golden Jubilee of all of you? Is it not? Or is it the Silver Jubilee for some and the Copper Jubilee for others? It is the Golden Jubilee for everyone. To celebrate the Golden Jubilee means to be one with a constantly golden stage. Now, whilst walking and moving around, experience being an angel and then a deity. Are we together? Do I go on?
Yes,
Yes, go
Okay.
go on.
we're
All
listening.
right.
Thank you.
Oh, Shanti, go on.
Through this powerful awareness of yours, others will also see your angelic and deity forms. You celebrated the Golden Jubilee. That is, you surrendered your time and thoughts for service. Now, celebrate this surrender ceremony. Do not use your time or thoughts in your trivial matters, such as for your own body, mind, facilities, and in fulfilling relationships. To use them for service means automatically to receive the gift of self-progress. Now, transform the time that you have been using for yourself. Devotees try to chant the name of God in every breath. Similarly, have deep love for service in every breath. Become totally absorbed in service. Be bestowers of fortune and bestowers of blessings. Become constant great donors, not servants for just 4 or 6 hours. You are now on the stage for becoming world benefactors. Surrender every moment for world benefit. Benefit of the self is automatically merged in world benefit. Are we getting what Baba saying? Baba says surrender every moment for world benefit.
Yeah.
Benefit of the self is automatically merged in world benefit. When you remain busy in service at every second with your thoughts, when you don't have time for anything else, Maya too will not have time to come to you. Problems will be transformed into solutions. They will not have the courage to come in front of you elevated souls who are embodiments of solutions. In the beginning of service, you saw how, because you were in your divine and powerful forms, those who came to you with impure vision were transformed and became students who wanted to become pure. Just as the impure ones who came in front of you were transformed, so too, problems that come in front of you have to be transformed into forms of solutions. Do not take time now to transform your sanskars. With your elevated feelings for world benefit, let your sanskars of elevated wishes emerge. Do not waste your time transforming your sanskars. In front of your elevated sanskars, limited sanskars will automatically end. Do not waste your time battling. Let the sanskars of being victorious emerge. Enemies will automatically be burnt in front of you victorious sanskars, in front of your victorious sanskars. This is why you are told to surrender your bodies, minds, and wealth through constantly serving. Whether you serve through your thoughts, words, or deeds, do not get caught up in any situation other than service. Make a donation, give a blessing, and any eclipse on the self will automatically finish. Start an imperishable languor, that is, continuous feeding of others. Because there's very little time and you have to serve souls, the atmosphere, the elements, and evil spirits. You have to show the destination to those wandering souls too. You will send them to the land of liberation, will you not? You will give them a home, will you not? So how much service do you now have to do? How many souls are there? You have to give every soul liberation and liberation in life. Use everything for service, and you'll be able to eat a lot of nourishing fruit. Do not eat the fruit of laboring. The fruit of service is such that it liberates you from laboring. Babdada saw in the result that the majority give a lot of time to themselves in their effort to transform their sanskars, whether they've been here for 50 years or just a month, from the beginning until now. The sanskar that has to be transformed from its original form is the same one. That original sanskar comes as a problem in many different ways. For instance, someone has the sanskar of arrogance of the intellect. Someone has the sanskar of dislike. Someone has the sanskar of getting disheartened. It is the same sanskar, but it has continued to emerge at different times, from the beginning until now. Whether it has taken you 50 years or just a year, it is this main sanskar that comes from time to time as a problem in many different forms, so that you have spent a lot of time and energy on it. Now, let the powerful sanskars of a bestower of fortune, and a bestower of blessings emerge. These great sanskars will then automatically finish weak sanskars. Don't spend any more time killing those sanskars. With the fruit of service, from the power of that fruit, they will automatically die. For instance, you have experienced that when you remain busy in service, with a good stage, through the happiness of service, those problems are automatically suppressed for that time, because you don't even have time to think about problems. If you remain busy in service at every second and in every thought, the languor, that is continuous queue of problems, will end and you will be able to step away. When you become an instrument to give support and show others the path and give them the Father's treasures, then weaknesses will automatically be kept aside. Do you understand what you now have to do?
Yes, understand.
You must now not think of the, you must now think of the unlimited and of the unlimited task. Whether you donate through your vision, your attitude, your words, your company, or your vibrations, you definitely have to donate. In any case, in devotion, they have the discipline that if they lack something, they are told to donate that particular thing. By donating it, that giving becomes a form of receiving. Do you understand what the Golden Jubilee is? Do not think that you have just celebrated it. You have completed 50 years of service. So now take a new direction. Whether you are young or old, someone of 50 years or just a day, all of you have to become embodiments of solutions. Do you understand what you have to do? In any case, life is transformed after 50 years. The Golden Jubilee means the Jubilee of transformation, the Jubilee to become complete. Acha. So the world benefactors who remain constantly powerful, to those who remain constantly stable in the stage of a bestower of blessings and a great donor, to those who always easily end all your problems by becoming an embodiment of solutions for others, to those who surrender every moment and every thought for service, to such real golden special souls, to the elevated souls who are equal to the Father, Bab Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. And the spiritual children say
Now,
namaste
to
and
this
good morning to the
Good
spiritual
morning
father.
to the spiritual father.
mm,
Yeah.
Bab Dada meeting the original jewels of the Golden Jubilee. Do you have the special happiness that from the beginning, you souls have both the special parts of staying with the Father and of being his companions? You stay with him, and whilst you are alive, you have to live as his companions, being equal to him. So you have received the special blessing of staying with him and of being his companion from the beginning until the end. You took birth through love. You didn't have knowledge previously. You were born through love. You are the special instruments to give others the love through which you were born. Let whoever comes in front of you have a special experience of the Father's love through all of you. Let them see the Father's image in you and see the Father's divine activities through your activities. If anyone asks you what the Father's divine activities were, let your activities show those divine activities, because you yourselves are souls who have seen the Father's divine activities and have followed him into those divine activities. Whatever divine activities have taken place, they are not the divine activities of the Father alone. They are the divine activities of Gopi Vallabh and the Gopikas. The Father performed every act with the children, not by himself. He always kept the children in front of him. So, to keep you in front was his divine activity. Let such divine activities be visible through you special souls. The Father never had the thought, I should remain in front. He was always a renunciate in this too, and he always kept others in front. Therefore, he himself received the first fruit as the fruit of this renunciation. Father Brahma became number one in every aspect. Why did he become that? He became that through the feeling of renunciation and by keeping others in front of himself. And so he thereby came to the front himself. To renounce relationships or physical comfort is not a great thing. However, in every task and even in his thoughts, he had the feeling of keeping others in front of him. This renunciation was elevated renunciation. This is known as finishing the awareness of the self, finishing the consciousness of I. So those who have received direct sustenance have special powers. The power of direct sustenance is no small thing. Now, continue to reveal that sustenance in sustaining others. In any case, you are special. You are special in many things. To play a part with the Father from the beginning is no small specialty. There are many specialties, but you special souls now also have to make a special donation. Everyone gives the donation of knowledge, but you have to donate your specialties. The specialties, the Father's specialties are your specialties. So donate those specialties. Those who are great donors of specialties remain constantly great, whether in being worthy of worship or in being a worshiper, they remain great throughout the whole cycle. You saw how Father Brahma, even at the end, in terms of the Iron Age, still remained great, did you not? So from the beginning until the end, such a great donor remains great. Acha. Everyone was happy to see all of you. And so you distributed happiness, did you not? You celebrated very well. You pleased everyone, and you also remained happy. Bab Dada is pleased to see these special souls performing a special task. The rosary of love is ready, is it not? The rosary of effort and the rosary of becoming complete is revealed from time to time.
Oh,
To the extent that someone is experienced as a perfect angel, it can be understood that that bead is to be threaded in the rosary. So they are being revealed from time to time. However, the rosary of love is strong, is it not? The pearls of the rosary of love are always immortal and imperishable. All of you are those who will claim pass marks in the subject of love. However, the rosary of those who are embodiments of solutions now has to become ready. To be complete means to be an embodiment of solutions. You saw how anyone who went to Father Brahma with a problem will forget that problem. What did they go to Brahma Baba with? And what did they come away with? You experienced that, did you not? They will not have the courage to speak of their problems because in front of the perfect stage, they will experience their problems to be childish games. This is why the problems would finish. This is called being an embodiment of solutions. If each one of you becomes an embodiment of solutions, where will the problems go? The farewell ceremony will then be celebrated for half the cycle. Now, the solution to the problems of the world is in the transformation that has to take place. So did you celebrate the Golden Jubilee? You celebrated the Jubilee to mold yourself in any form they want. To mold yourself means to be loved by everyone. Nevertheless, everyone's vision stays on those who are instruments. Acha. Blessing. May you be a special actor who, with your greatness and closeness to Bab Dada, creates an elevated reward for the cycle. May you be a special actor who, with your greatness and closeness to Bab Dada, creates an elevated reward for this cycle. In this life of dying alive, the basis of greatness are two things. One, to be constantly uplifting others, and two, to remain pure from birth. In this life of dying alive, the basis of greatness are two things. One, to be constantly uplifting others, and two, to remain pure from birth. The children who have been constant in this from the beginning to the end, whose purity has not lapsed, that is, been broken in any way, and who have always been benevolent to the world and the Brahmin family, such special actors always remain close to Bab Dada. So their elevated reward is created for the whole cycle. Slogan: when your thoughts are wasteful, all other treasures also go to waste. I take it again. Slogan: when your thoughts are wasteful, all other treasures also go to waste. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti, divine family. Wonderful Murli.
Yes, well, that's cool.
So, Brother Gagan, over to you.
Slogan is, sister, when your thoughts are wasteful, all other jewels are also wasteful.
Yes.
Exactly.
Very similar to yesterday's slogan too, that the mind becomes sad when you have wasteful thoughts and then you become unhappy. Something like that Baba said in yesterday's slogan. And when there are wasteful thoughts, the mind becomes sad and then you have waves of unhappiness. So the same thing is saying now. When we have these wasteful thoughts, every other treasure goes into waste. So we have to be very careful. It has taken us a long time to gather all the treasure. So in one moment, we should not waste all of them.
Yes, Baba said today, whoever coming in front of you, let them experience the love of the Father through us.
Yes.
Baba says, let it delete the consciousness of I. Do the service, selflessly service we must do. Baba says you have to constantly uplift others. One thing, and
Brother,
second,
let others share too. Let
yes, only
others share too, please.
let constantly uplift others and promise to become means pure from birth. Thank you.
Oh, Shanti, brother Basi, sister Basi. Oh, Shanti, every brothers.
Om
Oh,
Shanti.
Shanti, brother. Nice to see you.
Yes. The wasteful thought is as a result of the vices. And the
Yes.
Baba has made us today to know his specialities. Yes,
Yeah.
we always experience Baba's specialities by making an every effort and every services by us with our last breath in life. We are Baba children. Yes, we make every effort to be with Baba all the time. Oshanti.
Very good. Om Shanti.
Baba too points out an important fact to help us. We have all
Yes,
been struggling with our old sanskars, struggling with problems and all. Baba gave a very simple method. He said we
yes,
can overcome all this through service. We should give our mind, body, wealth completely like Brahma Baba did. We put everything into service, and by doing that, all our problems will be solved, all issues will be dissolved, our old sanskars will be taken away. Very
yes,
good yukti Baba gave to us, that
yes.
in
With our last
service,
breath. Yes.
we overcome everything and we don't have to struggle.
At
All
all.
Baba's beautiful sanskars will emerge, and all those old sanskars we've been struggling with will dissolve.
Yes.
Now, this is
Yes.
not the time for us to start struggling. This is the time to emerge all those divine sanskars of Baba and let others see. And the method is through merging everything we have in service.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Baba said that we should surrender every moment for the benefit of the world.
Surrender
So
every.
surrender every moment benefit for the world.
Okay.
You should surrender every
Okay,
time, every moment you have
okay,
to
to
go.
benefit others, yes.
Yes.
And Baba
Yes.
says our uniqueness should be seen now. We should be seen, as an angel and as what? As a goddess. As you move and walk and do whatever, these are, what we should emerge. If we have that awareness, others will see it too. One moment we're an angel, and the other moment we are a deity. So this is not the time to show our weaknesses at all. This is the time we bring into awareness, our our being an angel and also a deity. And eventually, others that see now will recognize us as goddesses, just like at the beginning, you know, they were seeing all Baba's children then as goddesses. So also we emerge.
Yes, Baba said, we are the Ganges of knowledge. We are the great donor, the bestower of blessings, and a merciful heart. Our thought is always to give happiness to others. How they can
Yes,
be happy. This is in our intellect.
yes. And Baba is always happy when he calls us the Ganges of knowledge. That
Yeah.
the meeting is between the Ganges of knowledge and the ocean of knowledge. So Baba is always so happy with us and so pleased with us, the children. Baba is not seeing our weak forms. Baba is seeing us as, you know, the roles we've been playing. So we should emerge those roles now. That's why he's telling us that we are those ones who started with him, and we've been with him all throughout.
Network is bad. I
And
can't hear.
as he was doing his divine activities, he put us forward, he put us in front. He did not relegate us to the back.
Network
Similarly,
is
we
very
too,
bad.
the network, sorry, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, sister, we can hear you.
So Baba is saying that he measures in front in
Sister
all his
Nakoya,
divine activities he was doing. So as a result, we
your
too
point.
have to emerge these divine activities before every other Baba's children will come in contact with. So they won't have to ask us that what are the divine activities of Baba. Already we are emerging them and using them. So they will automatically see those divine activities and truly now say that, yes, we are God's children.
Thank you, sister.
Thank you, brother.
Brother Yeta will speak Baba's point.
All right.
Brother Yeta.
Baba says, when our thoughts,
Hello, I can't hear anything.
when our thoughts are wasteful, other treasures also go to waste.
Yes.
Yeah.
As our slogan.
Yes, Baba says, at the beginning, how the service was very powerful. Everybody, they came and surrendered their life to Baba. Their body, their mind, their relationship, their time, their breathe, every moment they surrendered with the Baba, Brahma Baba. That's why the service was very powerful at the beginning.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now
Thank
we
you,
do meditation
brother.
for 2 minutes, then we close. Oh, okay, anybody want to speak? Brother Romanus, Brother Ben, Brother Eta, Sister Nokoyo?
Brother Ben says the service is not okay
Yes,
from his end.
here is too much than today. Okay, thank you for listening, participating in the program. Thank you, Sister Bazi. Wow, you look good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Om
you.
Shanti, divine ones. Bye.
So we do meditation, sister. Silence meditation, 1 minute or 2 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you all. Thank you all.
Bye, my divine family. Keep
Om
smiling, be happy. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Sister, yesterday, one senior sister, a sub-zone in charge, the chairperson of SPAC, means Spiritual and Research Center. So, Sister Ambika, she came on Zoom and gave a class to all the Nigerian, Indian brothers, BK here, or sisters here. So I will send you that YouTube class. It is speaking in English, so all you can hear. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Happy Sunday. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye, Benjamin. Bye, Romanus. Bye, Sister Bazi.